This computer here is an absolute beast. My husband put it together himself, buying various parts from different suppliers, like the CPU, the processor. They came from different brands, but he put together this entire thing on his own. And boy, it runs like you would not believe. I have a little laptop, and I've used laptops and I've used PCs, but nothing has come close to the one that he has put together. You see, he's one of those people that you would know as a gamer, so he really enjoys video games, online PvP play, which is player versus player. Things like Call of Duty, the new Fallout game that came out recently. People know things like Minecraft or World of Warcraft. He's into all of that. And so he needs a very strong, reliable computer with a very decent video card and processor. And so that is exactly what he made. Inside this right here is called the tower. And you can see there is a window right here, just so you can see inside it, which is really nice. Especially if you are a computer junkie. He likes to look in there. It helps him to monitor how much dust is building up so that he can get it cleaned out. You can tell right here at the top there is a little bit of dust in that vent there, but it's easier to clean out because he knows how often he needs to clean it. And of course on the back side, I'll turn it around for you. This whole side panel just pops right off, which is great because it doesn't pop off unless you try to take it off, and it helps you access all of your components to clean. All of the controls here are on top, so you have different USB ports, you have your power button, things like that. Makes it very easy to use. He has it underneath his desk, so he can just reach down and turn on his computer or plug something in, instead of having to go to the back like most older PCs used to have to do. But this computer itself is really fantastic. He built this right as Fallout 4 was coming out. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that, but it's one of those flagship games that required a lot of power to be able to play. And this computer, he put it together right around the same time as I got my laptop. My laptop is pretty good, but it couldn't play Fallout, and it was brand spanking new. So this one, we were kind of not entirely sure if it was going to be able to play it, but then it did wonders. No Man's Land, or No Man's Sky, that other game that came out that really flopped bad. It's a generating game, so basically it's an infinitely playable game because all sorts of possibilities can arrive in the game. So you're traveling through space, you can encounter any kind of planet with any kind of life form or plant, and that takes a lot of RAM, takes a lot of memory. This computer only has I think it's an 8 gigabit memory kit, but it handled it perfectly. You could play, and he's tried crashing his computer with Fallout 4 by spawning in various enemies in bulk, like 1,000 at a time, and his computer held up wonderfully. The game didn't crash because his processor, he has a quad-core processor in this, and it just works like a tank. But in here, he got all these pieces and put them together. The CPU is a top flow one, so it's very easy to monitor the heat in it. He got an internal motherboard. It's for performance gaming, of course, because that's what he was aiming for. And all of it just works out great. Now, because you can't have infinite pictures like this, where you can be able to see them down to the pixel, without a good processor to make it happen. When he first built it, he did have to get Windows 10. He had to buy it and install it as a basic desktop. This case itself, the tower, is just fantastically durable. It survived our toddlers, and usually you have to be very gentle because computers are very fragile. It's like China. One little thing is broken and suddenly the whole thing won't work. But this thing has been very protective, even with this being a kind of plastic. It's a durable plastic, not like a plexi per se, but it is, you know, durable. The rest of the case is metal. It has a plastic front, which you can actually, I think, open from one side. Yeah, you can open. And there are, when you open it, there is the disk drive and additional storage, I believe, that you can add into there. But it's got nice vents on the side and on the front. Easy to access for cleaning, as I said. And it is just cool to see inside there. I mean, it's got a few lights so that you can see the different compartments, different pieces that you put together. And for people who really enjoy making computers, this is a nice little added touch.